Washington Post Live. One guy who's clearly not surprised by any of this is Brandon Lang. He's our resident expert when it comes to picking games with the spread, sometimes the over and under. Brandon Lang, 14-3-2 overall so far this season,
not
right here on
shabby.
Washington Post. So no, that's some good stuff right there.
That's a secondary income right there.
3-1. I think
anybody paying attention.
Well, that's his primary income.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody paying attention?
Yeah, it's true. 3-1 overall in his 2 for the money best bets. So I talked to Brandon Lang right before the show to get his picks for this weekend. I did congratulate him on his fine record, but it pointed out how much pressure is on him now to keep that thing up. So here's Brandon Lang.
I'm a little nervous here. 9-1 last 2 weeks, 5-0 last week, and on the website I've won 4 straight Sundays. So you're right, pressure's on to keep it going. Good stat here, though. Road team in this series has covered 11 straight. 11 in a row. Hard to buck that trend right there. I've learned that when these twos get together, just take the road team. Don't handicap the game. You'll make some money. I'll look for this to go to 12 in a row. Carolina plus the 3 over the Saints.
All right, Giants are technically the home team, but they're playing the Jets, so they both play in the same stadium. Who do you got between the Giants and Jets?
Well, I've always said that if I can get an AFC team playing an NFC team and I can get the AFC plus points, I am going to grab it because my feeling is the AFC is the superior conference, and anytime they're a dog playing the NFC, I will grab them. Most notably, Tennessee going into New Orleans catching 5, won the game outright 31-14. So I'm going to come right back here with the Jets plus 3.5. They're coming off the loss to Buffalo. Giants, big home win over Philadelphia. But I think the Jets got their number. I'm going to go with the Jets plus the 3.5. Call this one, go right down to the wire.
Tampa Bay, one of the surprise teams in the NFL so far this season, but getting 10 at Indianapolis this weekend?
Yeah, they were my 2 for the money best bet winner right here last week. I'm going to come right back with them here. Indy pretty banged up. Harrison banged up. Adai banged up. Bob Sanders banged up. Morris banged up. So with those guys being banged up, even if they play, I love what Tampa Bay's been doing. I love their defense. They're playing great football. Jeff Garcia, 9-2, his last 11 straight up as a QB. I'm going to tell you what, Tampa Bay's back. I think it's going to be Tampa Bay and Dallas in the NFC Championship game. Don't sleep on Tampa Bay. I think they go in here. They're a feisty dog. Take the 10 as this game goes down to the wire.
Talking banged up, you could be speaking of the San Francisco 49ers. They're playing host to the Baltimore Ravens, who had their egos bruised in Cleveland last week.
Well, I had Cleveland plus the points. I said Baltimore wouldn't go in there. They didn't have the right to be laying that kind of number with the way their offense is playing. Brian Billick again trying to figure it out. But here's the key. Trent Dilfer last week comes in for Alex Smith, goes 13 of 33. He sacks 5 times. You think Trent Dilfer is going to beat the Baltimore defense? I don't think so. If ever Baltimore was going to get a win, it's right here against a San Francisco team that has been outgained in every game this year. Great spot for Baltimore. Don't love them as a road favorite, but in this spot here, Baltimore definitely the right side of the football game.
All right, here's your 2 for the money best bet of this week. Washington coming off the bye at home to the Lions.
Listen, if the Washington Redskins can't bury the Detroit Lions, something's wrong. I think this game is going to go to 3.5 by kickoff. You buy the half point and get on Washington. This Detroit defense gave up 56 to Philadelphia. With Washington coming off the bye week, Detroit's defense still not impressed by them. I think Portis is going to have a big day. Betts is going to have a big day. This is a blowout for Washington. We'll buy the hook, lay the 3. Redskins should roll anyway. Washington's your 2 for the money best bet.
All right, keeping an eye on it, Brandon. We'll see you next week.
Got it. Have a great weekend.
Brandon Lang making a lot of Redskins fans very happy right now.
And maybe very rich.
Yeah, and maybe very rich or totally poor by the end of the weekend if the tide starts turning the other way. Look, let's talk about some NFL.